Hey everyone, welcome back to the stream. This is the second video in this series, and we're going to continue with module 2. So I stopped, I think, right here. Let me have a look. Right, so we finished this. We finished on page 11. So we'll continue from page 12. Okay, let me just get that page here. And I'll copy the questions and stuff. Okay, so the topic is Vereine heute. And then there's this really tiny text. Whoops, I think my screen went away for a second. Let me just take it. Okay, great, it's still on. Right, so here we go. I'll just add the title. This is page 12. Vereine heute. And there's this small text over here. Lesen Sie den kurzen Infotext und geben Sie den Inhalt in 1 bis 2 Sätzen wieder. So you read the text, it's just one paragraph, and you essentially summarize it. That's what they expect you to do. So what I'll do is, of course, I can't copy the entire text, but I will read it. And of course, this is page 12, might be 11, 13, something like that in your book. I don't know which version of the book you have, so you might have to check that. Okay, let's read the text. Treffen sich 3 Deutsche, gründen sie einen Verein. Ganz so ist es natürlich nicht, aber Tatsache ist, dass es in Deutschland viele Vereine gibt und es werden immer mehr. Im Moment sind es circa 600.000 Vereine. 5-mal mehr als vor 14 Jahren. Und das, obwohl die Anzahl der Vereinsmitglieder abnimmt. Die Vereine werben also eifrig um Mitglieder. Im Moment sind ca. 45% der Deutschen in einem Verein aktiv. Am beliebtesten sind Sportvereine. Hier hat man die Möglichkeit, zu relativ günstigen Preisen die unterschiedlichsten Sportarten zu praktizieren und Gleichgesinnte zu treffen. So I understood all words except eifrig. So I'm going to check what that means. Right here we have eifrig. Of course, you could just put that into deep L, but this is much better. I like this a lot more. Keen, eagerly, or enthusiastically. Okay, so die werben eifrig, so they advertise a lot. Okay, I'll just briefly summarize it for you in English, if that helps, and then we'll write, a little summary. Now, normally, the instructions say it very clearly, geben Sie den Inhalt in 1 bis 2 Sätzen wieder. So just 1 to 2 sentences maximum. This is just about, Vereine, and how there's a lot of these Vereine, a lot of these groups, and they're very popular. That's pretty much what the text is about. So what I'll do is, now I need to have the text in front of me while and I cannot really copy the whole thing. Let me just see if I can. Okay, I read it. Now what do I write about? Okay, geben Sie den Inhalt in 1 bis 2 Sätzen wieder. Vereine sind sehr beliebt und die Zahl Mitglieder steigt jedes Jahr, steigt kontinuierlich. I mean, I think there's a better word than that's not even a word, kontinuierlich. Oh no, I didn't even know the spelling. Okay, let me just highlight that. So like when I go through my notes for this chapter, like when I revise before the exam, and this is something you could do, Sorry, I have a bad throat. Drank too much coffee. Okay, so this is capital 1. Am I speaking too quickly? Is it because of the coffee? So this is chapter 1, and I'll do the entire course book right in here. So I have one Google Slides link for 1 chapter. And because there's 2 books, Kursbuch and Arbeitsbuch. And oh, by the way, there's also this book called Intensivtrainer. Really good. It's just purely grammar and vocabulary. So that one you definitely want to do. A lot of people don't do it, which is kind of a shame. Because of course it's like packed full of really good exercises, and I never really did in all of my courses that I've done so far, right from A1, I didn't really do a lot of stuff But I just made sure to do every exercise in the Kursbuch, Arbeitsbuch, and the intensive trainer. Because the course book kind of introduces you to the topic, right? And then when you do the Arbeitsbuch, it's just exercises. The Arbeitsbuch is full of exercises. And then you have the intensive trainer. As the name suggests, it really intensively trains you on the grammar of that chapter, on the vocabulary. So it's really good. You don't need to do anything else. And I topped all of my exams. Not even kidding, right from A1, A2, B1, B2, all the way, hopefully in C1 as well. I don't want to be, you know what they say, Hochmut kommt vor dem Fall. So, yeah, pride, what, something like that. But, it's not pride. It's just that I am very competitive and I would like to be the best, but who knows? Let's see. There's some really good students in our class this time. And if I'm lazy, I will definitely not be number one. So I really, really have to get, I have to be regular. Okay. So as I was saying, this word, why is my screen blank? Oh, okay. Right. So, wow, the spelling, wow. And our exams this year are not online. They are in person at the university, handwritten. That's like my worst nightmare because I haven't handwritten anything in such a long time. I want to use a different word. I don't continually is fine. I think it's just very like V1, I could use something else. So if I just put that into word reference, continuous, okay. Oh, you can use the word stetig. Of course you can use stetig. That's another possibility. I don't need to have yellow for this because I know the spelling. That's another word. What else could I use? I feel like this is really the time when you want to improve your vocabulary. With C1, you don't want to use the same language. So yeah, you don't want to say, oh, for example, something is, like, oh, es ist wichtig. This is fine. It's okay. You get the meaning, but at C1, you have to really display that, okay, you know a lot of other words. So yeah, you have andauernd, fortlauf, durchgehend, fortwährend, recurring, but that's a different term. Maybe, whoops, that's weird. Is my internet fine? I think so. Okay, it works fine. Immer weiter. Oh, that's a nice one. Ohne Unterbrechung. I like this. But without that's not quite what I mean. I mean something like this, but I want to find synonyms. There was a website where you could find. I think it was. I don't remember. Was it dick.cc? Let me just check real quick. There used to be a site where I could find a lot of options. I don't know if it was Word. Oh yes, I found it. Oh no. Word reference is great, but there's another super cool website, and it's this one, dict.cc. Whoa, okay, that's really crude. That was surprising. So I had to like scroll down. Let's hope this video doesn't get blocked. Top home. Okay, let me just click on something. So I can. Wow, they really should not have that term over there. Anyway, so I was looking for New Year. And if I look for synonyms, I'll find a lot over here. Oh, oops. Okay, I guess not. Okay, so you have some synonyms for dauern, kontinuierlich. Oh, ohne Unterbestätigt. There you go. So you have all these, synonyms. So this is a great website to find more synonyms. I think what would make it even better is if they indicated the level. I know that for English, there's a lot of resources. I mean, even Oxford Dictionary shows you the level of a word, which is great. I mean, if you go to Duden or something like that, I'm sure you'll find, but it's like a lot of work, right? Every single word you go to Duden, not really possible. Laufend, pausenlos. I think it's fine what I have. Yeah, let's just continue. Steig stetig. There's like this little alliteration there. Very cute. Okay, let's see. What else can I get from this text? They're very popular, and the number of members keeps rising. Vereine sind in Deutschland sehr beliebt. und die Zahl der Mitglieder steigt stetig. Laut Statistiken, well, I don't know, it doesn't say loud, but obviously, where else would you find out that 45% of all Germans are in a Verein? Where else would you find out? From statistics, right? Okay, so, okay, I think the am beliebtesten, vor allem oder unter anderem, am beliebtesten, so it's number one. Okay, am beliebtesten means it's the most popular. So, besonders populär, beliebt. I want another word, so I'll go over here and I'll put beliebt in here. So I'll find some synonyms. You see over here, all you have to do is just click on this plus sign. Yeah, gemocht. Okay. I guess, I mean, they're different words, you know. Popular. If I click on popular and I get, oh, nice, nice. This is much better. So you write down the word that you want in English. And then they give you all these possibilities. But like well liked is a different thing compared to, you know, famous. You could be famous and not be well liked. That's of course popular in both senses. So, okay. Yeah, none of these words. Weit verbreitet. I guess you could say weit verbreitet because no, it's really of an opinion or an idea, not for things. Okay. Ooh, I guess you only have two options because yeah, I like that. Okay, that's fine, not a problem. Besonders populär. I don't like using this word, but what option do I have? Okay. Besonders populär sind Sportvereine. Wo man günstig, verschiedene. Oh, I want to have another verschiedene. Yeah, I guess that's English. One problem, of course, is that if I just, you know, put in verschiedene, I might not find a lot of synonyms. But here, if I put down the exact word that I have in mind, I get a lot of, you know, options. So, verschiedene, mehrere, unterschiedlich, allerlei, divers. They're all different, though. I guess you have to just pick verschiedene. That's fine. Verschiedene Sportarten zum günstigen Preis. What's wrong? Oops, there should be an umlaut. Oops. Okay. Sportarten nachgehen, praktizieren. I don't want to use the word praktizieren. Let me find a second. Okay, ausüben. Okay, but that's for both. Don't have Marken, ausüben, geben. Okay. Oh. This is a hobby. So what options do they have? Engage in a hobby, betreiben. There we go. Betreiben. Nachgehen, as I was saying. Great. I'll just use nachgehen. That was my first idea. So, wo man verschiedene Sportarten zum günstigen Preis nachgehen kann. I think that's good enough. I mean, it's two sentences. Again, that's all they require. So, then you have question B. Was bedeuten die Ausdrücke? Ordnen Sie zu. Let me copy the question. And then you have these options. I don't know if I can. It's a tiny enough thing that I could just, you know, copy it over here. I hope you can see the text. I hope it's not too small. Just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so these are all the words, you know, words, phrases. And then you also have a list of options A to G. And you have to match them. Like, for example, Mitglied in einem Verein werden. And then you have these options. It's just, you know, matching the columns, basically. What does that mean? What do these expressions mean? So, eine Aufgabe übernehmen, ohne dafür Geld zu bekommen. Oh, that's like ehrenamtliche Arbeit. That would be für etwas ehrenamtlich machen. Okay, I'll just put that in here since I found it. Ehrenamtlich machen. Oops. that's too big. So that's that. And then, I don't know, why is there such a gap over here? So weird. There. Okay, and the next one. So A ist done. Die Einstellung von Menschen, die im Verein sehr engagiert sind und fast kein anderes Thema kennen. Okay, that's probably, I don't know. Einen Verein leiten, no? Aktiv in einem Verein mitwirken, damit einen Verein beitreten. I think that should be G, but einem Verein beitreten, to visit, to be a part of one of these vereins. So I think, yeah, this one should be G. That makes sense to me. Okay, Vorsitzende eines Vereins. That would be like the leader. And that's, I think I saw this one. Einen Verein leiten. To, guide or lead, actually. So that makes sense right there. Well, this is, I mean, it's like, if you had to describe these in your own words, I think it would be a lot more, effective, but also, of course, a little bit tougher. But I think that's the point of the course book. Like I was saying, the course book is there just to introduce you. If you were doing this exercise in maybe the intensive trainer, then you wouldn't have like all these options. Maybe you would have them, a little bit differently or something like that. Of course, I mean, this is not exactly an exam question. You don't get like, oh, match the columns and things like that. You just get, oh, write an essay about this thing or, listen to the conversation and stuff like that. But anyway, or, like add headings for each paragraph in a text, stuff like that. But what's funny is I've never done exam specific practice for anything. And like, yet my results are always great because I just like read a lot, listen to a lot of stuff, watch a lot of stuff. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, especially if you're doing a high stakes exam. Please don't take a risk. I mean, if you're paying $200 for an exam, definitely do exam specific practice. But I mean, for us, like, it barely costs. I'll tell you how much the exam costs us. I think I had to pay, how much did I have? I had to pay just $12 to take the exam. So it was almost nothing. And the program itself cost me maybe $100. So super cheap. And so it's like, okay, but again, I don't need the results for anything. It's just a hobby for me. Anyway, that's enough yapping. Let's do the next one. Etwas bewirken. I think I saw this one. The etwas bewirken. Okay, aktiv in einem Verein mitwirken. Oh, I don't know about etwas erreichen. That makes a lot of sense. Bewirken, erreichen, to achieve something. Okay, that's a nice term. That's a nice term to remember when I'm writing something. So that's that. We've done A, C, F, G. Then we have das Vereinsleben gestalten. I think aktiv in einem, this, I guess, Leben gestalten. That probably is, I think that makes sense. Aktiv in einem Verein mitwirken. That makes a lot of sense. So that should be D. There we go. And then der Vereinsgeist. That's probably Zusammengehörigkeitsgefühl. Guys, I think this is actually very team spirit. It's the same in English. Oh, this one is right here. Oops. Okay, and then Vereinsmeierei. Oh, that's this one. Die Einstellung von Menschen, die im Verein sehr engagiert sind und fast kein anderes Thema kennen. People who are absolutely obsessed with the work that they do and they don't really do anything else with their lives. That's kind of course, it's not a positive term. It's kind of a Beleidigung in a way. I mean, it's not positive anyway. But yeah, so that's the, whoops. That was our exercise. I don't know why it tabs, but anyway, so there you go. So that's the entire thing done and dusted. Looks nice. Okay, looks neat. I don't know why it should look neat. There you go. Now the text is much bigger, looks nicer. Okay, so that's that. And then we have exercise C. Was machen Sie in Ihrer Freizeit? Gibt es bei Ihnen Vereine oder ähnliche Organisationen? Sprechen Sie im Kurs? So this is obviously a speaking activity. I think this Freizeit could be a speaking question for the exam, but I don't think so. Not in C1. Maybe, you could have something about, this, I mean, the second part, gibt es bei Ihnen Vereine oder ähnliche Organisationen? That could be a question that you might get in speaking, but Freizeit, that's a very A2, B1 type of question. We didn't even get Freizeit in our B2 exam, so yeah. But obviously, as it says, sprechen Sie, that's a good topic for speaking, so I have it in red, just in case I want to work on that. Okay, then we have listening activity. Let me just copy the question here because I'll have to play the audio. So let me just turn the desktop audio on because it's muted right now. Great. Let me bring that over here. Oops, I think I deleted the whole thing. Well, that's not very, oops. Okay. There we go. Hören Sie jetzt Aussagen von 8 Personen, YSP lowercase. Entscheiden Sie beim Hören, welche Aussage, oh, that should also be, I don't know, it's lowercase, that annoys me, okay. Entscheiden Sie beim Hören, welche Aussage A, B oder C zu welcher Person passt. Lesen Sie zuerst die Aussagen. Before you listen, you always need to read what you have. Otherwise, you're going to be lost because you're going to be reading for the first time and listening, and that's very confusing. So ja, Gründe, das Thema ist, ich kopiere das hier. Great. And that's the topic. Gründe für das Engagement im Verein. And you have these options, A, B, C. And you have to, there's 8 people, and you have to select options for them. So of course, there's only 3 options and 8 people. So naturally, you're going to reuse some of these options. Right? So let me just bring that over here because I know what I'll do is I'll just add a little table or a box here so it looks neat, nice. And where's the insert table? There we go. Because there's 8 people, maybe I'll just put a box like this, or maybe like this. That's good. Okay, great. Maybe that's totally unnecessary. Okay, 5. Whoops. There we go. Okay. This box is too big. I'm gonna make it smaller. Looks nicer. They only have to write 1 letter, that's all. And the text is too small. This is 32 long. Okay. Oops. Accent. 30. There we go. Okay. So, that's it. Möchte vor allem Leute kennenlernen, möchte anderen helfen oder ihnen etwas beibringen oder möchte Dinge lernen und erfahren. So the first one is wants to help people. Second one is wants to, oh sorry, the first one is wants to get to know people. The second one is wants to help other people or teach people. And the last one is wants to learn things and experience things. So there we go. So that's what ABC stand for. One little trick that I have is you can just, for example, the first one is Leute kennenlernen. So you could just write down, LE or maybe just, KN, short for kennenlernen or something like that. Because how are you going to remember A, B, C, right? And the second person talks about, lernen or something. So you can just write down LER or LE or something like that. Helfen, maybe I can just write, again, this is just a possibility. You don't have to do it this way, but just in case, I feel like, oh no, there's too many things in my mind, I would probably do something like that. But of course, this is kind of okay. It's just 3 options. If you had a lot of options, maybe then, but yeah. So anyway, first I need to find out where I can find, this is Kursbuch. So I'm going to go and find the audio. Kapitel 1, neu, audio. Okay, great. Oh no, okay, Lehrbuch. What's the Lehrbuch? Lehrbuch, is that? Oh my god, I don't even know. Lehrbuch, what's the Lehrbuch? Is that Kursbuch? Yeah, oh, they call it the Lehrbuch. Oh, okay. Oh, I was almost okay, great. Let me find. Let me check if this is indeed the audio. It's not playing anything at all. Am I sure that this is Lehr? Wait a second. Oh, thank God. I think I got the wrong video. Because I'm so used to it being called Kursbuch. 2B. Oh no, why does it say that? Okay, I should have found this out. It's gonna take me maybe a minute or two. So yeah, 2B. Why? Modul 2. Das ist so weird. Fuck. Oh, das nervt. Okay, just a second. I have to first do this Lehrbuch. I really don't get it. Like, okay, anyway. Gosh. Aspekte neu. 2B? Why does it say 2B? This is. Oh, that's so weird. But you know, it's the same thing, so I guess it's fine. So 2a is, Sie hören jetzt Aussagen von 8 Personen, right? And then 2b, the next thing is you have the same audio, but you have a different question. So the audio is the same anyway, so you know what, I'll just play it. Let's hope some annoying ad doesn't get in the way. Okay, let me increase the volume. There we go. So desktop audio is on. Let me, I'm sorry, hear properly. Okay, great. Oh no, it's not showing. Okay, so there's I turned the audio on and I don't know why it's not playing, so I have to check my settings. Why doesn't it play? Device default. Oh, okay. I guess let me try once more. I should have set this up before I started, but
zu welcher Person passt.
oh, there we go. Great.
2 Aussagen bleiben übrig.
Oh, that's wrong, by the way. That's
Sie haben
2B,
jetzt
but
eine
it's the
Minute
same
Zeit,
audio,
die
so
Aussagen
don't
zu
worry.
lesen.
Okay, I'll just start from the beginning.
Modul 2. Aufgabe 2b. Sie hören die 8 Personen jetzt ein zweites Mal. Entscheiden Sie beim Hören, welche der Aussagen A bis J zu welcher Person passt.
Ignore those
2
instructions.
Aussagen bleiben übrig.
Ignore that.
Sie
That's
haben jetzt eine
2B. This
Minute
is
Zeit,
2A,
die
what we're doing.
Aussagen zu lesen.
We're doing 2A. The audio is the same, right? I don't know why, but I cannot find 2A. 2A. Okay, you have 1 minute to read. This is the stuff that I do. I've already read. Play. I'm ready. That's like a lot of time. Great.
Person 1.
Ich bin 43 Jahre alt, arbeite als Industriekauffrau und sammle Pilze. Eines gleich vorweg: Wir sind kein Speisepilzverein. Für uns ist alles interessant, nicht nur Steinpilze und Pfifferlinge. Wenn ich Leuten erzähle, dass ich im Pilzverein bin, denken sie immer, dass man da gemeinsam Schwammerln kocht. Aber wir arbeiten sehr wissenschaftlich. Die Pilze werden gesammelt, mit Hilfe von Mikroskop und Fachliteratur bestimmt, danach werden sie besprochen und kartiert. Ich meine, ich sammle Pilze schon auch einfach so zum Essen, bin aber nicht besonders scharf drauf. Mit meinem Beruf hat mein Hobby auch rein gar nichts zu tun. Ich bin auch nicht im Verein, damit ich einen Ausgleich habe. Ich finde Pilze einfach schön.
Person 2.
Ich bin 24 Jahre alt, studiere Erdkunde und Physik auf Lehramt und kümmere mich um das Gemeinschaftsleben im Münchner Olympiadorf. Hier im Olympiadorf wohnen etwa 1800 Studenten. Viel vom Dorfleben findet in unserem Verein statt. Wir haben eine eigene Kneipe, ein Kino, eine Disco, eine Töpfergruppe und eine Werkstatt für Holz und Metall. Ich bin der erste Vorsitzende des Vereins der Studenten im Olympiazentrum. Vom Zeitaufwand her macht das pro Woche 20 Stunden aus, zum Teil auch mehr. Das ist schon viel, aber es macht mir einfach riesig Spaß. Vor allem, weil ich Leute kennenlerne und das ist mir sehr wichtig. Bei uns ist der Vereinsgeist wichtig. Wir halten zusammen und kennen uns alle untereinander. So entstehen Freundschaften, die man, glaube ich, woanders nicht so leicht finden kann. Jedenfalls nicht in dieser Tiefe.
Person 3.
Ich bin 35 Jahre alt und arbeite als Bankkaufmann in Frankfurt. Außerdem engagiere ich mich im Tanzverein Grün-Gold Club. Mit 15 haben mich Mädchen aus der Nachbarschaft dazu überredet, doch mal mit zum Tanzen zu kommen. Eigentlich hatte ich gar keine Lust darauf, aber das hat sich schnell geändert. Inzwischen bin ich nicht nur Tanzlehrer, sondern auch Vorsitzender des Grün-Gold Clubs. Zurzeit trainiere und unterrichte ich 10 Stunden pro Woche. Und mit organisatorischen Aufgaben bin ich zwischen 8 bis manchmal auch 15 Stunden im Monat beschäftigt. Ich schaue, dass alles läuft und halte auch den Kontakt zu den Tanzsportverbänden. Weil ich außerdem noch arbeite, ist klar, dass meine Abende und Wochenenden ganz dem Tanzverein gehören. Mit meiner Tätigkeit im Verein versuche ich, mich einzubringen. Ich denke, bürgerschaftliches Engagement gehört einfach zum gesellschaftlichen Leben dazu. Und das Unterrichten macht mir wahnsinnig Spaß.
Person 4.
Ich bin 21 Jahre alt, studiere im 5. Semester Jura in Passau und bin in der Amnesty International Hochschulgruppe Passau aktiv. Wir wollen zum Beispiel Menschen unterstützen, die zu Unrecht im Gefängnis sitzen oder keinen ordentlichen Prozess bekommen. Deshalb motiviere ich im Moment Kommilitonen und Kommilitoninnen zum Briefeschreiben für Amnesty International. Schon seit Jahren beteiligen wir uns immer am 10. Dezember an einem der Briefmarathons. Amnesty macht fast alles mit Briefen. Wenn nämlich zum Beispiel ein Gefängnisleiter einen ganzen Sack voll Post aus der ganzen Welt bekommt, dann bewirkt man da vielleicht schon was.
Person 5.
Ich bin 53 Jahre alt und arbeite bei einer Werbeagentur. Ich finde es toll, wenn man sich gut ausdrücken kann und Argumente überzeugend vorbringen kann. Zum Debattierclub bin ich gekommen, weil ich Lust hatte, meine Rhetorik zu verbessern. Seminare in Abendkursen hatte ich schon gemacht, aber ich wollte noch mehr lernen und mich noch weiter verbessern. Der Debattierclub ist spannend, weil man über ganz unterschiedliche Themen kontrovers diskutiert. Ob man die 1- und 2-Cent-Münzen abschaffen sollte zum Beispiel. Man vertritt dabei nicht seine eigene Meinung, sondern wird einem Team zugeteilt. Es geht darum, gute Argumente zu finden und sie logisch aneinander zu reihen. Man will mit dem, was man sagt, das Publikum überzeugen, nicht die Gegenseite. Die hat ja ihre feste Meinung. Inzwischen macht es mir Spaß, vor Publikum zu reden. Außerdem habe ich die Scheu vor Kontroversen abgebaut. Viele Menschen vermeiden Konflikte und sagen lieber gar nichts.
Person 6.
Ich bin 46 Jahre alt und arbeite als Schreiner bei einem Möbelhersteller. Ich spiele seit langem in einem Verein Fußball und seit 2 Jahren trainiere ich auch eine Kindergruppe. Die meisten Leute sind Mitglied in einem Verein, weil sie dort für wenig Geld Sport machen können. Und so bin auch ich zum Verein gekommen. Damals habe ich mir gar keine großen Gedanken darüber gemacht, warum die Mitgliedschaft in Vereinen relativ günstig ist. Aber sehr schnell habe ich begriffen, dass die Leute, die das Vereinsleben gestalten und zum Beispiel als Trainer arbeiten, das fast alle ehrenamtlich machen. Das hat mich sehr beeindruckt. Und als dann vor 2 Jahren ein Trainer der Kindergruppe aus privaten Gründen mit der Vereinsarbeit aufhören musste, habe ich nicht lange überlegt. Mir war sofort klar, dass ich die Kinder und ihre Begeisterung für Fußball nicht im Stich lassen wollte. Und heute bin ich stolz auf mein kleines Team. Die Mannschaft hält richtig gut zusammen und alle sind mit großem Eifer dabei. Es ist wirklich schön zu sehen, wie man die Kinder begeistern und motivieren kann.
Person 7.
Ich bin 25 Jahre alt und mache momentan meinen Doktor in Ethnologie. Ich bin lange Zeit ganz bewusst kein Vereinsmitglied gewesen, weil ich immer gegen diese Vereinsmeierei war. Aber dann bin ich über einen Freund auf die Interessengemeinschaft Modellraketen aufmerksam geworden und das fand ich dann so verrückt, dass ich mal mitgegangen bin. Das ist schon lustig. Hier treffen sich Leute, die Spaß daran haben, Modellraketen zu basteln und zu starten. Mir gefällt das, auch weil es etwas ist, das so gar nichts mit meiner Doktorarbeit zu tun hat. Hier lerne ich mal was ganz Neues und bekomme auch Einblicke in technische Abläufe und das finde ich sehr spannend. Nun kann man natürlich sagen, dass man dafür keinen Verein braucht. Aber neben ganz praktischen Dingen wie Versicherungsschutz und Einkaufsrabatten lernt man hier wirklich viel. Und bei diesem Hobby ist das echt wichtig, denn Probleme sind häufig. Oft starten die mühsam gebastelten Raketen nicht, sondern verbrennen am Boden und die ganze Arbeit war umsonst.
Person 8.
Ich bin 27 Jahre alt und arbeite in München als Optiker. Seit einem Jahr bin ich Mitglied im Verein der Münchner Volkssternwarte. Für die Sterne habe ich mich schon als Kind interessiert und ich bin immer wieder fasziniert, wenn ich durch die großen Teleskope den Mars beobachten kann. Der Mars ist mein Lieblingsplanet und seit wir wissen, dass es dort auch Wasser gibt, sind viele Forschungsprojekte im Gang. Und wer weiß, vielleicht landen wir Menschen ja doch eines Tages auf dem Mars. Hier in der Volkssternwarte werden auch viele Kurse und Vorlesungen zum Thema Astronomie angeboten. Das lasse ich mir meistens nicht entgehen. Vor kurzem hatten wir zum Beispiel eine Mondfinsternis. Das war so faszinierend und interessant. Und ich lerne immer noch dazu, auch über die verschiedenen Teleskope und Beobachtungsmittel. Das wird mir einfach nicht langweilig.
Kapitel
Okay. All right, so listen to that. This is what I think the answers are. Pretty sure I'm right. But you know what? I just was checking and I found this sheet. It has all the answers. I will add the link in the description of this video. I'll add the link. Or maybe I'll just add it in the live chat or something like that. I don't know, but I will add it so you can access it as well. You can check your answers directly. Hi, Ahmad. Sorry, I just saw your message. Could you please complete B1.2? Aspekte neu and B2. Yes. I know, I feel so guilty about this. But I will be doing that. I think I did B1, but you have B1 plus that I haven't done. I think I just did maybe 6 videos B1 plus, which is kind of between B1 and B2. And then of course B2, I haven't done that in video form. So I will do that. I definitely will be doing that. I feel so bad about not having finished, but I don't know what happened last year. I just didn't have that much energy. But I will definitely do that. Thank you for your message, Ahmed. I really appreciate checking in and you typing that comment in here. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Okay, so I was saying, let me just reply over here. Right. Yes, so the answers are right here if you would like to check when you do your homework. It's a 35-page file. Let's see. So we were doing okay, great. So let's just, you know what, I'll just copy this and check so it's easier for me. Let me put that in here. So C, A, B, B, C, B, C, C, and C was only A was only used once. I was like thinking, hey, did I mishear anything? But no. And I think these are pretty easy. In fact, let me check if I can find The transcript should be here somewhere, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe it's not here. Yeah, so they don't have transcripts over here, but maybe there will be, if I can find them, because it would be so much easier. Let me just try and check if I can find Transkripte, Aspekte neu, C1, Kursbuch, Lehrbuch. It should be there somewhere. Normally, there we go. Perfect. I just found it. Great. This is gonna be a great help. Again, I listen to a lot of stuff, not just music, but a lot of stuff in German. So listening exercises are very easy for me. I think we had this listening and reading exam, and I got like 92 out of 100 or something. And I didn't do any, specific exercises. So here we go. These are the, texts. I will add the link in the group. Sorry, I mean in the, keep saying group. In the video's description. So you see, how do you decide, like in this case, did this person want to get to know people? Did they want to teach? Or do they want to learn something? And here, for example, this woman says, like until here, she's just like, oh, Pilz, ich liebe Pilz, blah, blah, blah. Wir arbeiten wissenschaftlich im Verein. So they collect these, mushrooms, fungi, and they, check things scientifically, basically. They, they talk about them, they learn about them. So she never mentions, talking to, like, getting to know people, like, oh, I want to, get to know people who share my hobbies and interests. She doesn't mention that at all. And she doesn't talk about teaching other people about mushrooms either, right? She just talks about studying mushrooms, learning about mushrooms, categorizing mushrooms, finding out scientific stuff about mushrooms. So that's how you know that this is, sie möchte Dinge lernen und erfahren. And if you check the next one, ich bin 25 Jahre alt, blah, 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 blah. All over here, I mean, the fact that, this person starts talking about Kneipe, Kino, Disco, Töpfergruppe, etc. This is like getting to know people. You get a hint, right? You get a hint. And then, he talks about how es macht Spaß, Leute kennen. This is very obvious, obviously. Let's try the next one. Grüngoldclub. And this person, Bankkaufmann. Tanzen, little Geschichte. And then ist nicht nur Tanzlehrer, sondern auch Vorsitzender. Grüngoldclubs. Ich trainiere und unterrichte 10 Stunden pro Woche. Obviously, he's a Bankkaufmann. That's his, day job. And when he says, ich unterrichte 10 Stunden pro Woche, he's doing that ehrenamtlich. He's not getting money for it. That's like his, engagement in the community. So, okay, he's teaching something. So that's why that one is, I think, B. Yeah, there you go. So you find out somewhere in the middle, and they kind of reinforce that idea again. Like if you check over here, of course, right in like the halfway through, he says, ich trainiere und unterrichte. But then he also continues, here, for example, Tätigkeit, mich einzubringen, unterrichten macht mir wahnsinnig Spaß. So teaching is fun for him. So he kind of reinforces the idea again. So that's how you know. They don't just tell you once. Even with the disco guy over here, you see he talks about Leute kennenlernen, obviously, aber wir kennen uns alle, wir halten zusammen, Freundschaft, Zusammengehörigkeitsgefühl, stuff like that, right? Freundschaft. And so all these keywords over and over again, they reinforce the idea. So when you're listening, it's not just that one word and, blink and you'll miss it type of thing. There's many parts in that, monologue where they reinforce that idea. And it's not just for this exercise. You'll find this happen over and over again. So yeah, that was that very easy exercise. Let's, I hope my mic isn't off. It's not off, it's on, thank God. Because what happens is I'm using OBS Studio to stream, and there's 2 options. You can mute your desktop audio, which I do, so you're not annoyed by all the dings and stuff. And you have the mic, which is always on, except when I'm doing a listening exercise, and I turn the mic off, so you're not, annoyed by any sounds when you're listening. But yeah, that's that. So what's the next thing? So yeah, I'll add the link, as I was saying. And then what's the next question? Next question over here. Then you again have the same listening exercise, but this time you have to do something different. So yay, let's listen once more. I'm kind of sad about the fact that it's been half an hour. I've only done one page, but anyway, duplicate slide. We have the next question. Oh, but I pasted it. Why is it not? Oh, okay, control. Well, that's weird. I copied the text. Oh, I guess I didn't copy it at all. Sie hören die Person jetzt ein zweites Mal. Entscheiden Sie beim Hören, welche der Aussagen A bis J zu welcher Person passt. 2 Aussagen bleiben übrig. So 2 of these 8 will not be used. And this really starts to annoy me, so I'm going to capitalize all of this. Okay, let's see the Aussagen. Oh, okay, great. Maybe I can add another. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll add another table. Whoops. Bear with me. That takes a bit of time. Wait, when I deleted the whole thing? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Fix. I just need to. There we go. Yeah, I mean, if I was just doing it directly like I did last time, whoops, that's way too big. In the other videos, I was just opening up the book and just doing it like that. But yeah, obviously it's different now. Just make that really tiny so it's easier. There we go. Wow, that should have been. Now where's the drag button? There we go. Okay. Ich bin froh, nur wenige Menschen wissen, blah, 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 blah. Oh, no, it's all messed up. Okay, ich hoffe, blah, blah, blah. Copy that over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 6. Where's the others that I just added? Anyway, let's see. Ich finde besonders. You have to read that anyway, so you might as well read and then we'll play it. Da-da-da, zusammenhalten. Zum Glück bin ich durch den Verein versichert, wenn mal etwas kaputt geht. Ich hatte schon als kleiner Junge Interesse an meinem jetzigen Hobby. Okay, Auslöser für meine Mitgliedschaft im Verein war eigentlich die günstigen Gebühren. Okay. Die Vereinssaal kostet viel Zeit. Wichtig. Oh, there's actually. Okay. I guess I'll have to make this a bit smaller. Hopefully you can still read. If not, just let me know. Okay, ich habe im Verein die Chance. A ist done. We have Edge. Ich bin im Verein aktiv, um die Langeweile aus meinem Alltag zu vertreiben. And then, let me check. Nur wenige Menschen wissen. Ups, ich bin froh, dass ich jetzt keine Angst mehr habe, laut zu sagen, was ich denke. That's JK. Oh, that's so annoying. Why did that start doing? Ach, du Scheiße. Oh. Okay, I cannot click. I don't know why. Yeah. Why can I not click on this thing? Then to back. Hopefully, yeah, finally. Okay, and then the last one. Oh no, not again. Okay, that's Yotka. Let me just add that right there. Great. Okay, so that's all the texts. I'll just read them once more. Ich habe im Verein die Chance, Dinge zu lernen, die man auch im Berufsleben braucht. Ich hoffe, zusammen mit anderen im Verein Menschen in Notlagen helfen zu können. Ich finde besonders positiv, dass ich im Verein fast alle Leute kenne und wir zusammenhalten. Oh, I think that's that disco guy. Zum Glück bin ich durch den Verein versichert, wenn mal etwas kaputt geht. Ich hatte schon als kleiner Junge Interesse an meinem jetzigen Hobby. That's the dance guy, I think. Auslöser für meine Mitgliedschaft im Verein waren eigentlich die günstigen Gebühren. Ich bin das Sportverein-Guy. Die Vereinsarbeit kostet viel Zeit, aber mir ist soziales Engagement in einem Verein sehr wichtig. Ich bin aktiv, Langeweile, wenige Menschen. Oh, I think that's the fungi woman. Ich bin, there are such funny names: Disco Guy, Dance Guy, Fungi Woman. That's how I remember them. Okay, well, now we have to listen once again. Let's hope an advertisement doesn't, because if it does, I'll just, wait, let me check. It's the same audio, so I'll just have to play that again. Great. I'll just put the audio on and mute myself. Or maybe not. Or maybe I should.
Modul 2. Aufgabe 2b. Sie hören die 8 Personen jetzt ein zweites Mal. Entscheiden Sie beim Hören, welche der Aussagen A bis J zu welcher Person passt. 2 Aussagen bleiben übrig. Sie haben jetzt 1 Minute Zeit, um die Aussagen zu lesen. Person 1.
Ich bin 43 Jahre alt, arbeite als Industriekauffrau und sammle Pilze. Eines gleich vorweg. Wir sind kein Speisepilzverein. Für uns ist alles interessant, nicht nur Steinpilze und Pfifferlinge. Wenn ich Leuten erzähle, dass ich im Pilzverein bin, denken sie immer, dass man da gemeinsam Schwammerln kocht. Aber wir arbeiten sehr wissenschaftlich. Die Pilze werden gesammelt, mit Hilfe von Mikroskop und Fachliteratur bestimmt, danach werden sie besprochen und kartiert. Ich meine, ich sammle Pilze schon auch einfach so zum Essen, bin aber nicht besonders scharf drauf. Mit meinem Beruf hat mein Hobby auch rein gar nichts zu tun. Ich bin auch nicht im Verein, damit ich einen Ausgleich habe. Ich finde Pilze einfach schön.
Person 2.
Ich bin 24 Jahre alt, studiere Erdkunde und Physik auf Lehramt und kümmere mich um das Gemeinschaftsleben im Münchner Olympiadorf. Hier im Olympiadorf wohnen etwa 1800 Studenten. Viel vom Dorfleben findet in unserem Verein statt. Wir haben eine eigene Kneipe, ein Kino, eine Disco, eine Töpfergruppe und eine Werkstatt für Holz und Metall. Ich bin der erste Vorsitzende des Vereins der Studenten im Olympiazentrum. Vom Zeitaufwand her macht das pro Woche 20 Stunden aus, zum Teil auch mehr. Das ist schon viel, aber es macht mir einfach riesig Spaß. Vor allem, weil ich Leute kennenlerne und das ist mir sehr wichtig. Bei uns ist der Vereinsgeist wichtig. Wir halten zusammen und kennen uns alle untereinander. So entstehen Freundschaften, die man, glaube ich, woanders nicht so leicht finden kann, jedenfalls nicht in dieser Tiefe.
Person 3.
Ich bin 35 Jahre alt und arbeite als Bankkaufmann in Frankfurt. Außerdem engagiere ich mich im Tanzverein Grün-Gold Club. Mit 15 haben mich Mädchen aus der Nachbarschaft dazu überredet, doch mal mit zum Tanzen zu kommen. Eigentlich hatte ich gar keine Lust darauf, aber das hat sich schnell geändert. Inzwischen bin ich nicht nur Tanzlehrer, sondern auch Vorsitzender des Grün-Gold-Clubs. Zurzeit trainiere und unterrichte ich 10 Stunden pro Woche. Und mit organisatorischen Aufgaben bin ich zwischen 8 bis manchmal auch 15 Stunden im Monat beschäftigt. Ich schaue, dass alles läuft und halte auch den Kontakt zu den Tanzsportverbänden. Weil ich außerdem noch arbeite, ist klar, dass meine Abende und Wochenenden ganz dem Tanzverein gehören. Mit meiner Tätigkeit im Verein versuche ich, mich einzubringen. Ich denke, bürgerschaftliches Engagement gehört einfach zum gesellschaftlichen Leben dazu und das Unterrichten macht mir wahnsinnig Spaß.
Person 4.
Ich bin 21 Jahre alt, studiere im 5. Semester Jura in Passau und bin in der Amnesty International Hochschulgruppe Passau aktiv. Wir wollen zum Beispiel Menschen unterstützen, die zu Unrecht im Gefängnis sitzen oder keinen ordentlichen Prozess bekommen. Deshalb motiviere ich im Moment Kommilitonen und Kommilitoninnen zum Briefeschreiben für Amnesty International. Schon seit Jahren beteiligen wir uns immer am 10. Dezember an einem der Briefmarathons. Amnesty macht fast alles mit Briefen. Wenn nämlich zum Beispiel ein Gefängnisleiter einen ganzen Sack voll Post aus der ganzen Welt bekommt, dann bewirkt man da vielleicht schon was.
Person 5.
Ich bin 53 Jahre alt und arbeite bei einer Werbeagentur. Ich finde es toll, wenn man sich gut ausdrücken kann und Argumente überzeugend vorbringen kann. Zum Debattierclub bin ich gekommen, weil ich Lust hatte, meine Rhetorik zu verbessern. Seminare in Abendkursen hatte ich schon gemacht, aber ich wollte noch mehr lernen und mich noch weiter verbessern. Der Debattierclub ist spannend, weil man über ganz unterschiedliche Themen kontrovers diskutiert. Ob man die 1- und 2-Cent-Münzen abschaffen sollte zum Beispiel. Man vertritt dabei nicht seine eigene Meinung, sondern wird einem Team zugeteilt. Es geht darum, gute Argumente zu finden und sie logisch aneinander zu reihen. Man will mit dem, was man sagt, das Publikum überzeugen, nicht die Gegenseite. Die hat ja ihre feste Meinung. Inzwischen macht es mir Spaß, vor Publikum zu reden. Außerdem habe ich die Scheu vor Kontroversen abgebaut. Viele Menschen vermeiden Konflikte und sagen lieber gar nichts.
Person 6.
Ich bin 46 Jahre alt und arbeite als Schreiner bei einem Möbelhersteller. Ich spiele seit langem in einem Verein Fußball und seit 2 Jahren trainiere ich auch eine Kindergruppe. Die meisten Leute sind Mitglied in einem Verein, weil sie dort für wenig Geld Sport machen können. Und so bin auch ich zum Verein gekommen. Damals habe ich mir gar keine großen Gedanken darüber gemacht, warum die Mitgliedschaft in Vereinen relativ günstig ist. Aber sehr schnell habe ich begriffen, dass die Leute, die das Vereinsleben gestalten und zum Beispiel als Trainer arbeiten, das fast alle ehrenamtlich machen. Das hat mich sehr beeindruckt, und als dann vor 2 Jahren ein Trainer der Kindergruppe aus privaten Gründen mit der Vereinsarbeit aufhören musste, habe ich nicht lange überlegt. Mir war sofort klar, dass ich die Kinder und ihre Begeisterung für Fußball nicht im Stich lassen wollte. Und heute bin ich stolz auf mein kleines Team. Die Mannschaft hält richtig gut zusammen und alle sind mit großem Eifer dabei. Es ist wirklich schön zu sehen, wie man die Kinder begeistern und motivieren kann.
Person 7.
Ich bin 25 Jahre alt und mache momentan meinen Doktor in Ethnologie. Ich bin lange Zeit ganz bewusst kein Vereinsmitglied gewesen, weil ich immer gegen diese Vereinsmeierei war. Aber dann bin ich über einen Freund auf die Interessengemeinschaft Modellraketen aufmerksam geworden und das fand ich dann so verrückt, dass ich mal mitgegangen bin. Das ist schon lustig. Hier treffen sich Leute, die Spaß daran haben, Modellraketen zu basteln und zu starten. Mir gefällt das, auch weil es etwas ist, das so gar nichts mit meiner Doktorarbeit zu tun hat. Hier lerne ich mal was ganz Neues und bekomme auch Einblicke in technische Abläufe und das finde ich sehr spannend. Nun kann man natürlich sagen, dass man dafür keinen Verein braucht. Aber neben ganz praktischen Dingen wie Versicherungsschutz und Einkaufsrabatten lernt man hier wirklich viel. Und bei diesem Hobby ist das echt wichtig, denn Probleme sind häufig. Oft starten die mühsam gebastelten Raketen nicht, sondern verbrennen am Boden und die ganze Arbeit war umsonst.
Person 8.
Ich bin 27 Jahre alt und arbeite in München als Optiker. Seit einem Jahr bin ich Mitglied im Verein der Münchner Volkssternwarte. Für die Sterne habe ich mich schon als Kind interessiert und ich bin immer wieder fasziniert, wenn ich durch die großen Teleskope den Mars beobachten kann. Der Mars ist mein Lieblingsplanet und seit wir wissen, dass es dort auch Wasser gibt, sind viele Forschungsprojekte im Gang. Und wer weiß, vielleicht landen wir Menschen ja doch eines Tages auf dem Mars. Hier in der Volkssternwarte werden auch viele Kurse und Vorlesungen zum Thema Astronomie angeboten. Das lasse ich mir meistens nicht entgehen. Vor kurzem hatten wir zum Beispiel eine Mondfinsternis. Das war so faszinierend und interessant. Und ich lerne immer noch dazu, auch über die verschiedenen Teleskope und Beobachtungsmittel. Das wird mir einfach nicht langweilig.
Kapitel 1. Alltägliches. Modul 2.
Yeah, I think at the very end, he said something about, what's funny is he never said anything about Berufsleben. So I think I'm going to, I don't remember if if his job was related to the Mars thing. But again, I'm not sure about person 3. Okay, you know what, let's check. Here we go. I mean, it was mostly easy, but there were a few where you think, oh, wait, because maybe I didn't pay enough attention. But yeah, let's see. Okay, I obviously 2 of them were not correct. Null, exactly. Okay, great. Die 4b, hier C2, D7, E8. No, that's wrong. Okay. Whoops. Uh-oh. There we go. F6, G3, richtig. H0, okay. That's weird. E1, J. Okay. So that one was right. And then these 2 were wrong. Langeweile. Okay, so this one. Maybe I didn't hear that correct. Let me just check the first one is Person 8. Okay, Person is wrong, so I'll just make that red. This one is correct. This one is wrong. Okay, so it says Person 8 hatte schon als kleiner Junge Interesse an seinem jetzigen Hobby. Sie, Person 8. Ich bin 27, bla bla bla, Mitglied. Schon als Kind. Ach, of course. Tiny thing over there. And I just, yeah, of course, er arbeitet als Optiker. Er hat nix mit seinem Beruf zu tun. Anyway, okay, well, you learn when you make a mistake. Great, so what's next? Let's see what we have next. Right. Tauschen Sie sich über die Vereine aus der Umfrage aus. Welche würden Sie... Oh, that's speaking activity. Which of these Vereine do you think are interesting? You know, would you join any of them? It's just speaking activity, so you don't need to do it. But of course, I'll just post that right here. I don't know why there's so much of a distance. Oh no, like this shouldn't be like this, but it is. That's weird. There we go. Nice. Okay, sorry. I don't know why there's such a big gap. Well, let's just bring that over here. Of course, you have your book, so it shouldn't be a big problem. But I just want this to look good. Okay. Yep, so that's that. Okay, then we have the next one. Whoops, I'm gonna have to duplicate this slide because we're still on Module 2. Modul 2. Überlegen Sie sich in Gruppen einen Verein. Okay, think of a Verein. Es kann auch ein Fantasieverein sein. Oh, this is a group activity. We did this in class. Stellen Sie ihn vor und überzeugen Sie die anderen im Kurs von der Mitgliedschaft. Welcher Verein bekommt die meisten Mitglieder? And here they have these options. I mean, Stichpunkte. They have some, what do you call them, Redemittel that they have over here. Jemanden überreden. Like zum Beispiel, ich würde vorschlagen, dass du, oder wie wäre es, wenn du mal, Du könntest doch einfach mal zu, mitkommen. Spring doch einfach über deinen Schatten und komm mit zu, oder hättest du nicht mal Lust, So they have, a few options on each side, Argumente anführen und so weiter. So this is like good. Again, this is a nice speaking activity. So we'll just put that in here. We did this. I came up with me and my partner because she was like, let's do something related to cooking. And I was like, okay, whatever you say. I don't like teamwork. So we had Oma's Kyusha and nobody voted for that. Okay, well, let's do the next thing. Oh, great. So that's that. That's it. Now we have Module 3. Would you like me to continue Module 3 over here? I mean, it's already been an hour. Not that I mind, but like, whoops. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Wie oft haben Sie heute? Oh nein. Caught red-handed. Wie oft haben Sie heute auf Ihr Handy geschaut? There was a person in our class that keeps saying handy, and it just plays in my mind over and over. Anyway, wie oft haben Sie heute auf Ihr Handy geschaut? Wann ist es unhöflich, auf das Handy zu schauen? Wann legen Sie es weg? Wann ist es nützlich? Diskutieren Sie im Kurs. Obviously, diskutieren. It's just a speaking activity. I don't know what, do you think, oh, this is a great idea. By the way, okay, I just want to ask you, I don't know how many people are watching right now, but, just in case, I mean, yeah, even when you watch Real Red Power, hey, hi, Real Red Power, how are you doing? Great, wow, that's nice to have a comment from you. Feel free to ask me anything. Yeah, I love getting like comments from people. That's so cool. Thanks for leaving a comment there. And thanks for watching, of course. Thanks for watching. So I wanted to find out, so we have a lot of, like, I'm collecting, obviously, these questions. Like, when they say, sprechen Sie im Kurs or diskutieren Sie im Kurs. Right now, of course, I'm not doing it because, what it says, diskutieren. But would you like me to have a separate, a playlist, like a video series where I just respond to these questions? Because I think that could be nice. You could get some ideas for speaking and I could get some speaking practice because nobody in our group wants to practice speaking. Everybody's busy, they all have jobs, of course, and then you just get too tired. And I mean, I get it, even I didn't want to practice in the beginning. So if you think that's a good idea, I might, create a new video series where I just take speaking questions. Because what I've found is, like, when I was practicing for B1, B2, A1 is fine because you don't have to do anything. You just have to introduce yourself. I have Niveau A2. I'm learning now. Wow, Real Red Power. That is so cool. Please stick with the language. A2, when I was in A2, let me remember. Oh yeah, I remember. I think A1 was, my experience with A1 was like, okay, this is nice because I have, I had teachers. I had 2 teachers in my course and we had a full classroom of like 30, 40 people. So it was nice because I felt like finally I'm studying things the right way. But when I reached A2 and at the end of A1, actually, I remember crying before my exam because I was like, oh my God, I don't understand this thing. I should have asked the teacher, but I didn't. But anyway, it was fine. A2 is when things started to feel, because I think that's when they teach you, dative and, well, not genitive, but they teach you dative in A2. So you have to be so careful. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling you that it might seem like, oh, there's too much, I cannot remember all this. And that's okay. I think it's important to just feel comfortable with feeling uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Because your brain is always working in the background. You don't call it the supercomputer for nothing, right? So A2, you might feel like it's throwing so much stuff at my head, because it's not like a French or Italian. I mean, of course, French has its own problems with the pronunciation. Although, I mean, to be honest, I don't think French is that bad. But anyway, let's forget French for now. Generally, though, like even with Russian, when I was doing Russian, I felt like, wow, this is like a lot of stuff. They teach you all the 7 cases in the first year in Russian, in the A1 program. Of course, in German, it's nicer because they only teach you Nominativ and Akkusativ. Diese Sprache ist sehr schwer für mich. Ja, ich hatte mal auch das gleiche Gefühl. Am Anfang ist es immer noch schwer, besonders mit Deutsch. It's like when you start with German, the learning curve is very high. Like there's a lot, it's like a huge, wall, a huge gate. Yeah. So you have to learn a lot in the beginning, but then actually when you get to B1-ish, it gets easier. And then you feel like, oh, wow, I just crossed this huge, threshold. So stick with it. I know it seems difficult, but in the beginning it is. I won't lie, it can be, but I think you will start to appreciate how regular German is compared to Italian. Trust me, a lot of people think, oh, Italian, oh, it's like so nice. It is nice, but it's also very confusing. Like when I started B1, which I finished last year, actually toward the end of A2, Italian starts very easy and you're like, oh my God, I already know all these words. Pasta, mozzarella. I know all these words, like it's so exotic and it's so interesting. And you think, oh, it's so easy. And it can be easy in the beginning. So Italian and German are kind of opposites to each other. German is tough in the beginning, but you start to really appreciate how regular it is, like it's like, how do I explain it? It's kind of like, it's very predictable. It's very predictable. That's so nice. But Italian is like, wow, when you get to the end of A2 in Italian, A2 B1, it's like really like, oh my God, it's like just, it like made no sense to me for a long time. It took me a long time to, for example, you have congiuntivo, the conjunctive in Italian. You also have the conjunctive in German, but it's easier. It's way easier. You will really appreciate how regular Italian verbs, by the way, I would say Italian verbs are more difficult than German because German verbs are so regular, like, es ist so einfach. But you have to stick with it. I know I'm in Grammatik B1 now with my level. And yeah, of course, you probably started a B1 course. And so stick with it. It might seem like, this is too much. It can be, I won't lie, but it's good because, when you get to the higher levels, you're in B1 right now, which is fairly a good high level. You're doing B1 right now, which is great. Just stick with it. It's also like, I don't know what you're like. I was doing it as a hobby. But if you want to like study there, work there, whatever, you will of course need, I think at minimum B1, B2 anyway. So that will really increase your chances of, what I recommend for you is you've done your A2 exam, right? So start to watch Easy German. A lovely channel, very, very just likable people. They have really good, easy videos, and they have subtitles in both English and German. So watch Easy German. You don't necessarily have to, of course you have to watch the video because you can see the subtitles, but also start finding music that you like. That is really important. You have to find a way to have fun with the language. So do that. There's a great book, by the way. I'll just type it in here. Das Idealpaar. And it's a book that I'll just type it. I typed it in their chat box or comment box, whatever this thing is. So Das Idealpaar is a collection of short stories, really fun. Trust me, they're not boring at all, by this guy. I think his name is Leonard Thoma. He is a teacher of German. So you know that he has used language that is easy to understand and fun at the same time. So please read that. I think reading is one of those things that if you start doing, you start to really just absorb like a sponge. You start to absorb vocabulary, grammar rules without necessarily specifically, doing grammar. So find music that you like. try and read this book. It's very, very easy. It's meant for A2 learners, so I'm sure you'll find it useful. And watch, like Easy German. You have Nico's Weck, by the way, nice, like 1 hour movie type of thing. You can watch that as well. And what else? Yeah, just make sure that you do every exercise in your A1 and A2 book. Arbeitsbuch, Kursbuch, Intensivtrainer, also for B1. Don't miss that. I don't know which book you have. Are you doing Netzwerk or are you guys doing Aspekte, Studio, whichever one? But, if they have an extra grammar book like Netzwerk and Aspekte neu, both have Intensivtrainer. So definitely do that. By the way, there's also a very nice resource. Ich möchte gern eine Ausbildung machen. That's great. Yeah, so you definitely need to. And see, the thing is that a lot of people, it's great that you're devoting so much time and energy to this, right? Because it will, if people like you, if you speak their language, if people like you, they're more willing to give you a chance. So it's really important that you integrate and, that you don't have trouble expressing yourself, right? And that people find that, hey, this guy is easy to speak to. Of course, you don't have to be perfect or anything, but seeing that somebody is, putting in that effort really means a lot. A lot of people say, oh, why doesn't everybody just speak English? Spectrum B1, that's a really nice book, actually. I don't know why we didn't have that one. I thought we were going to have that because I looked at Spectrum B1 and I was like, wow, this is a great book. So that's great. Stick to it. Do course books, workbooks. And don't forget, oh, yes, as I was saying, there's this great book. Let me just think of the name. Deutsch, yeah, something like that. Doch, yeah, there's this book that this guy, this Austrian teacher, not an Austrian painter, I was actually going to say that, but there's this teacher, yeah, Deutsch, aber hallo. Let me just, find the link for you. Aber hallo. They have B1, B2, etc. types of exercises. You might have to search around for the answers. Oh, I think Internet Archive has it. But, if you just search for, I'll type it. They have Deutsch, aber hallo. They have grammar exercises for all levels. Kelsey B2. Yeah, B2 is a very solid level. You definitely will. If you do these exercises, like in this book, Deutsch, aber hallo, it's really, really thorough. We have videos, we have a few B1 videos, but I will be finishing the B1 Plus series. Like all of B1 is right there, the full B2 course. It's only, the book is different because I didn't have Spectrum Deutsch, so sadly. But, the exercises and goals, they are more or less the same. So another thing is there's this other guy who does really good grammar exercises. I think his name is Stefan, der Deutschlehrer. I don't know. There's this. I'll find because I probably have it saved somewhere. There's a lot of course, people out there, but that's the one. Yeah, sorry, not Stefan, Benjamin, der Deutschlehrer. Okay, I'll just put that in here. I used this website, the videos here, because when I was doing A2 and B1, I had a lot of questions and I couldn't, figure out, what's this thing? I don't know if you come across it, but there's all these werde, würde, worden, and was auch immer. There's some kind of sound coming from my, oops. Okay. So, whoops, that shouldn't be playing. Okay, so it just started playing one of his videos, sorry. Yeah, you want to find what charts? Great. So this is a really great channel. I'll just type it in here. You'll find so many useful videos right there. Sorry, I don't know why would my screen just stop sharing randomly. There we go. I hope it's fine now. So that's a good one. And what charts? You know what? I'll just add some links, or you can just email me and I can send you whatever stuff I have. So that'll, help you out immensely. And yeah, with that, I think we'll just end our stream today. But I will leave, what you can do, Real Red Power, there's my email in my About section on YouTube, or you can just leave a comment once live stream ends in 1 minute. Just send me your Twitter or Facebook or whatever, or just drop me an email And I'll just send you all the stuff that I have, links and, stuff that I used when I was doing, B1, B2. So yeah, wow, thanks a lot for, tuning in. Oh yeah, of course, I'll type it in right here. Shorts for languages at, oops, my ad key is gone. Hold on. At gmail.com. Yeah, I think that is Shorts for Languages. Let me just check because there's 2 email IDs and I sometimes forget if it's shorts for underscore or, yeah, just a second, I'll type it in. But yeah, the rest of you can, we're pretty much done with the, I guess I should have done module 3, but this is just a speaking thing. So yeah, let me just check my email ID real quick. Yeah, shortsforlanguages@gmail.com. Perfect, that's the right one. Great, it's in our chat box. So yeah, if you want any help, advice, whatever, you can just drop me an email there. And that's it. Wow, that was a lot of fun. I, enjoy getting to know people, getting in touch with them. So yeah, thanks for watching. And if you find the video useful, please don't forget to like. And, if you have any questions, you can always leave a comment down below. You have my email. You can also just hit me up over there. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow in another video. Bye-bye. Cheers.